Good morning, just on the way to the unit to pack the weekend orders, and it's been a decent one. I'm going to go through exactly what is sold, what I paid and the profit for each item. Alright, if you're new here, my name is Nick. I'm a full-time reseller based in the UK, predominantly selling men's clothing online using eBay and Vinted, and I source these items from car boot sales, charity shops and also online, and I flip them for a profit. Okay, so first of all, a breakdown between the platforms. So I sold a total of 25 items. 14 of those were on eBay and 11 of those were on Vinted. And that is really interesting. For me, I think I'm at 50% Vinted sales and 50% eBay sales on average, which is crazy how much has changed within a year. All right, let's get on with the eBay orders. So first up was this 883 police jeans. These were new with tags. That is a TK Maxx pickup. I think I paid £5 or £6 and it went for £50.99. So 883 please, does okay. I've sold some pre-owned ones in the past, so around £20 to £30. Obviously depends on the model and the style, of course. All right, next one, Guinness rugby shirt. Nothing special. It has a gold rose on it. I picked it up because I thought it'd go all right, but it went for £17, which is pretty average. However, Guinness stuff does okay. In the past, I've sold nice shirts, well over 20 quid. So some of the Guinness stuff is worth looking at if you see it. All right, next one is a fat face Airly jumper. These used to do a lot better in terms of value, but I managed to get £24 for this one. It was a nice B print and I think I paid 6 quid. So not amazing profit, to be honest, but it's okay. Stay tuned, there are some really nice sales coming up. Right, next one is a lovely brand called Brora. This was a really nice velvet tunic dress. And for some reason, I've been putting off photographing this for ages. I want to say like 3 months. I think because it was too long and I couldn't be bothered to put it on the flat lay because it didn't fit. Anyway, this teaches me a lesson because it sold within the day for $39.99. It had a couple of little lines on the back. Just needed like a soft brush to restore the pile. But yeah, really strong price. Could have got a lot more if it was in immaculate condition. One of the key factors on that one's selling as well, that it was silk. So that does command a little bit more money. Okay, this didn't go for much at all, but again, I got it from TK Maxx in the yellow sticker sale, probably about 3 months ago now, and I think it cost me 50p or £1. Anyway, it went for £16, Moncrief shirt. Probably wouldn't pick up the brand again, depending on what it is. Next sale was this big old boy. This is a brand called Crumbler, the one you're looking for really. If you see this logo here or anything, I tend to pick it up. Not the small camera cases because they don't do very well, but this was a big laptop bag and I got £40, best offer accepted. Could have pushed for a little bit more, but yeah, happy with that. I paid £5, so really good. Right, next one is a really interesting pickup that I got from a charity shop. Yeah, I'm not really into selling pants and underwear, but these are a good pickup. So the brand's called Danish Endurance. They sell like thermal and merino products. These were trunks, men's 3XL, black as you can see there. And I picked a load of these up, not in a pack, around a month ago from a charity shop. They were around £2 and I picked up around 100. I bundled them together in 5 and 6s and they've all gone within a month. And then I went back to the charity shop last week and found 20 of these. 2 weren't sealed, so they were open. But as you can see, these are sealed, 6-pack for around £1.50 because they're the multi-buy offer. This one went for £26 3p. They're listed for £29.99 and on their website they sell for around 40 quid. So these will have a really good sell through and they'll make me great profit. And also it's an easy listing because it's a multi-buy option. I've put the quantity in and they're just flying out, which is fantastic. Next one, sea salt. These were some Brawn Point crops, which are linen, and they went for £34. They were a really big size, UK 22, so I think that's why I managed to get above 30, which is great. All right, next one of my favorites to sell. These are Craghoppers Pro Stretch. Didn't get a huge amount for these ones, unfortunately, but £17 plus postage, we'll take that. The next one are some boots by Carrymore with the Vibram sole, waterproof as well. They got £22, probably could have pushed for a little bit more. Carrymore KSB Orkney 5, yeah, that's what they're called. Anyway, got £22, so yeah, not too bad. Okay, next one was a pickup from Vinted, and I showed that in the previous video, I'll link that up here. I think I paid £9 in total, but this went for £26 3p, so £30 all in. So yeah, okay profit. Wanted 30 plus really, but happy with that. Next one, good brand to look out for. Rohan, showed this many times. These had a floor on it, so they went for £12.99. Each of them have a label inside which tells you the model, which is really nice when you're listing them. So these were the Airlight bags. These two were from a car boot, and also I did a recent video on that, so I picked these up for £5 each, so really happy with the profit on these ones. Right, so they are the Keeler Munro jackets. So they were both size small, and I'm really surprised they went this quickly within 2 weeks, which is great. The first one went for £64.99 and the other one went for £69.99, so really happy with that profit. And funny enough, I just had an offer for the new Keeler jacket that I have, which I also pay £5 for £150 on Vinted. So if they pay for that today, that would be lovely. Okay, let's go on to the Vinted orders now. So first of all were the Sweaty Betty joggers. I think I paid £5 for these. They went for £14.40. Probably could have pushed for 18 to 20 if I'm honest, but we'll take that. Next one, Arnie trousers, kind of jogger style. These went for £12. I sold some previously for 15. So the value in some of these Arnie stuff isn't the best. If you get sets together, like tracksuit sets together, they do okay. All right, my good friend Crag Hoppers. These were the Pro Stretch ones, and they went for £20. Picked them up for a car boot for £3. So nice tidy profit there. Next one, Diesel jeans. These were called the Larky, which I've heard of before, but BEX, Bex. I don't know, never heard of these before. But nice profit, £25 on those ones. All right, nice little profit on this one. Cost me £3 from charity shop. DHB Merino base layer, either for cycling or just outdoor use, and that went for £18 on Vinted. This one didn't hang around for long. Lego Christmas puzzle. It went for £8, sold within an hour. I'm assuming people will give this as a gift for Christmas, which is nuts. I can't think that far ahead personally, but people are buying Christmas jumpers and things like that, so maybe worth getting them listed now. This one's a little bit more like it in terms of profit. 511 tactical trousers. These are the Taclite EMS ripstop ones, and they went for £40. And obviously no fees, which is fantastic. And I paid a £5 at a car boot sale. Also from car boot sale, these were £3 and they went for £20. Quite a small size, but yeah, didn't last long, 2 weeks and they were gone. Next one, pair of boots by Aku, so AKU. Had these sitting around for ages, procrastinated cleaning them. Finally decided to clean them, and they went for £22.50, and I think I paid a couple of quid at the car boot. All right, next one, Newcastle Falcons rugby shirt. Forgive me, that is poor accent. This went for £18. Picked it up for a £5 from a charity shop. All right, and last one, Sea Salt Sailor shirt. This was a women's UK 24, so big size again, and it went for £18. I think I paid like £5 from the car boot sale. It was a while ago now, but hitting the metrics, so nice sale. All right, so that is everything that went out of the weekend. Not too bad, pretty happy with the sales. I would like a few banger items to sell, but obviously who doesn't? Just to balance out some of those lower profit items. The other thing is I haven't been sourcing as much as I normally would, so finding some of those really nice gems. Because as I mentioned in the previous video, I fractured a bone in my foot, but I am now walking about and it seems okay. So I'm really happy. A little bit earlier than probably I should, but I feel fine, so that's the main thing. So this week I'm going to be out sourcing as much as possible, and I will show you guys what I will pick up, probably from the charity shops. So stay tuned for those videos. If you found this video useful, hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.